So, back a few weeks ago, I finally made the time to reward myself for my recent accomplishments by going on a flying lesson. There I am with the plane that I was about to fly in. It was like a go kart going in the air, which totally, completely freaked me out. But I'm very grateful to my brother in law who actually gave this to me as a birthday gift. And here I was doing this. While on the flight, Eugene, he was the experienced flyer that was with me, that was going to show me the ropes. So while I was on this journey, there were so many things that I saw that just related to life, and I could derive meaning from. And I wanted to show you, I wanted to share some of these learnings with you, so that you can experience this journey along with me. The first thing is you should be willing to take the journey to begin with. I honestly didn't know what to expect while getting on this plane. I had no choice but to have faith and realizing that to not act and get on would mean not having the experience and not seeing the progress that I wanted to see, right? And that's how life is. If you don't take that action when you know that you need to do something different. If you don't take that action, you're not really in the zone, you're not really experiencing life, or you're not really reaching your potential. If you're not sure what you're doing, where you're headed, or how to achieve what you are looking for in life, it's really important, and it really helps to have someone beside you who has helped others and has the capabilities to show you how. And in this case, Eugene was there with me to be flying with me and to show me how to do it. He was my teacher, and I definitely would have crash landed this beautiful machine, and my fears would have definitely overcome me with the first set of turbulence that was up there. I probably wouldn't even have known how to get up there in the first place, obviously. At first, I was just totally frightened. I was in complete dis-ease. And how will this actually play out? I remember the first time Eugene gave me the controls and he said, okay, go backward, and you can go forward, side to side. And when I was going forward, I just touched the thing just a tiny bit, and by doing that, it felt like I was about to nosedive, and it just created this incredible feeling inside me. I had butterflies in my stomach, and I right away pulled up, and he's like, no, 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 take it easy, you're fine, everything's okay. Calmed me down, got me comfortable with having control over the flight. And it's so important to have somebody with you to have somebody with you to ease that pressure, that feeling of like, oh, loss of control. Say, no, everything's okay. It's so much out in our mind. It's so much of a mind game for us, right? It's perfectly normal to feel super afraid, to have sweaty palms and your stomach in your throat, and hard to keep your mind focused when trying something new and different, or when you're in a situation that's overwhelming, and your fears come up. Instead of stopping, you sometimes have to get used to steeping in those fears, steeping in them until your fear of them subsides, right? The journey of just overcoming your fears is a big journey. It's an important one, and this flight is definitely something that spoke to me on that level. Then when you start to get distracted from the fear as time goes on, and you're able to then see the journey and appreciate what's going on around you and the progress that you're making and what you are learning about yourself and what you are becoming as well. So notice here how the sun is shining on some areas and other areas are totally blocked, but the clouds do shift and things do change. So it's important to remember in life and through whatever situations you're in to be patient and to appreciate the good times when you have them, because things will change, right? Appreciate even the more difficult times because you're growing through them, but that will also change. And often we are blind to the things that are going right on, that are right in front of us. So take a look at just this propeller here. It takes a different perspective to help us along our way, to be able to see what's going on. The camera here was able to pick up on the propellers, but the naked eye isn't able to see this. It's quite amazing, right? that a business coach of mine, Colin, told me that business is simple. It's we humans who complicate it with our emotions, our mentalities, our belief systems, our previous experiences, the resources that we have or we believe we have, and sometimes the actions we take are simply incorrect. It helps to have a personal guide or somebody who's external to yourself as a second set of eyes to point out your oversights, oversights that no one else will point out to you, right? Then direction, right? If you don't know where you want to go, looking at this compass here, if you don't know where you want to go, then you might not be too pleased when you get there. The choices you make in your journey should be a reflection of where you want to go. Many of us first take the path of least resistance, and we haven't learned the skills or strength of saying no to certain things that we know will not help us in our journey. And we tend to do what everyone else is doing, whether it is right for us or not. And what will so-and-so say, or what will so-and-so think? It doesn't matter what so-and-so really says or thinks. This is your life, and this is your opportunity to become and to see and to experience what you want to, right? Take this plane for an example. If it is just following the path of the least resistance, where would it end up? It would end up wrecked and causing wreckage for others, right? It would be on the ground, like destroyed. And to see progress, you should know what results you are actually looking for, what results you're after, and it should be a vivid picture that you can describe. Otherwise, you will never reach it, or you'll go right past it without ever appreciating it or enjoying it. And if you are focused on your goals and you make your decisions to honor those goals, and you go through the journey of overcoming your fears, that turbulence, overcoming that turbulence and staying the course, maintaining balance little by little, inch by inch, moving forward, then you will eventually reach your destination and enjoy the fruits of your labor, including a new perspective and a different set of opportunities. So while I was up there, I didn't just focus on the work, I was also appreciating a whole new world and a new perspective. So when you take a look at those rain clouds, you can see them in the distance. I mean, this is such a beautiful, amazing view, and I appreciate having had the chance to take a look at this. But you can now, from up here, see in the distance, see where that road is going to be rocky, right? Where those dark clouds are, and work towards avoiding those areas, those obstacles in life. So there's the runway, and we're descending now, and it's complicated at this point. And sometimes when things get complicated, or sometimes when it rains, it pours, and here we're trying to land. This is probably the most important step in this journey, to land safely. And while we're landing here, obviously there's the rain at the same time to complicate things a little bit more. But as you can see now, the propellers are slowing down, and when things get difficult or things get complicated and we're in a zone that we haven't been in before, it's important to slow down and pay attention to what's going on. Overcome whatever fears you have or limiting beliefs, and just stay the course and be confident that you will land properly. And then when you touch ground, then you know you're okay. Everything's fine. You just gotta press the brakes, slow down, and you are on your way. You know, life is an experience. It's about the journey. If we take things too seriously inside of us, it becomes cumbersome. It weighs us down, and that's not what it's meant to do. It's meant for us to experience it, for us to take lesson from it, for us to grow from it, so that we're ready for the next stage of our lives, right? So keep on going, keep on learning, keep on trying new things. Don't be afraid of fear. Don't be afraid of being too comfortable and not growing, because then you're going against your actual nature. Have fun, guys. Take care.